Hello everybody, welcome back to the Forest Job. Today we're playing against Arsenal in the Premier League. It's at the City Ground. It should be a pretty good game between two teams in the top six. Speaking of results, we've got two results to bring you in the form of highlights. We're going to take you over to those right now. So a couple of back-to-back 1-0 wins have seen Nottingham Forest rise to 32 points. That's a 3-point gap between us and second place Liverpool. Today's game, as I mentioned before, is against us and sixth placed Arsenal, who are in a little bit of freefall at the moment. They're on 25 points, not safe by any means, with Wolves and Southampton right in the mix and able to overtake them if they get a bad result and Wolves and Southampton get positive results today. Let's go into the match screen and have a look at who's going to be playing for us today. You can see Arsenal on the right playing a 4-3-3 formation with, strangely enough, Nicolas Pepe leading the line at centre forward. Niangbo, a famous old face of Nottingham Forest's, is on the bench. I would expect him to come on at some point. He is, by the looks of it, their best centre forward, if actually their only centre forward. As for our team, well, it's looking a little bit threadbare in certain places. We can certainly give Newell a rest for this game, or actually, no, we will give Newell a rest for this game. Of course, the next game is the decider between us and Real Madrid for who finishes top of the group, and that could be very important for our progression in that competition. Wilson is not in the best of form, but he is stamina heavy, so we're going to let him continue. Ait Nouri looking a little bit lackluster stamina-wise at left back, so we'll throw Frimpong on in his place. We might even give Ait Nouri a rest and bring Teixeira onto the bench. In fact, that is what we're going to do. My main concern is Oriol Busquets, who is not looking particularly great form-wise or stamina-wise. For that reason, Tonali is going to come in and play in defensive midfield for us. Camavinga, we're going to start with him, and then hopefully we'll be in a position at some point that we can bring him off for somebody else. I'm tempted to put Molino on the bench as well, actually. And in fact, you know what? I'm going to do it. Oriol Busquets is going to come away from there. And we'll bring Hugma onto the bench because he does offer us cover at defensive midfield, despite the fact that he actually doesn't have a rating to be able to play there. He has played there before and he's done okay for us. So that's going to be the choice there. The only other question is Hudson-Odoi. Does he make way for somebody else? I think no, he stays on the bench despite being rated at red at the moment, although Sailmakers okay, do you know what? Sailmakers onto the bench. Hudson-Odoi, after having starred in the game against Chelsea last time out, is going to miss out on the game, but it's all about squad rotation at this point. Arcas will start, and he'll start alongside Eddie Nketiah up front. And that is going to be our starting lineup against the Arsenal. I might actually change Arsenal to their green shirts there, just so we have even more of a clash between the two kits. And away we go. So this could be a very important game in the season. Arsenal in relatively good fettle considering their position in the league. Their squad is an interesting one. It doesn't look like the squad of a team that are looking for top six finishes. But of course, this is the point in the game where regens start coming in hard and a lot of the younger players reach their full potential. Bellerin still leading the side then. Gabriel just behind that mountain of a goalkeeper. And here we go, Eddie Nketiah to kick off for Nottingham Forest. Tonali moves it out to the right-hand side towards Sefuk. Wilson making a run. Sefuk finds him. Looks for the early cross. Doesn't come off. And now Arsenal have the ball and will look to break. Well, I say they're going to look to break, but it's been played all the way back to Opoku. Very nearly going into the goal. Right, looks like Arsenal have turned into a long ball team, which is disappointing, but there you go. Eddie Nketiah on the ball, looks to play it through to Hlošek, looking for the return to Arcas. It didn't quite happen, and now Bukayo Saka, one of the leading lights of this Arsenal team, will bring the ball forward, place it outside to Joe Willock. It's good to see that they've retained their young core of players. Over the top, back for Willock, who's going to look to cross this in left-footed. Salisu can't get to it, and it's headed over, I think, by Nicola Pepe. So it will be a goal kick for Nottingham Forest. Arsenal have started fairly brightly here after what looked like a long ball tactic. They have since showed that they can pass along the ground perfectly fine. Now Frimpong bringing the ball forward, inside to Hlošek, outside to Hlošek, I should say. And he can't find the return ball, and as a result Arsenal have the ball back again. It's Hector Bellerin. Duomo inside to Gabriel, who plays the ball to Joe Willock, gets it back, and now a long one over the top. Salisu underneath it, looking to win the header. Frimpong wins the second header, and it looks like the referee has blown up for an infraction here. And it looks as though it's a foul on Frimpong. Reece Nelson with a high foot, adjudged to be foul play, and so we can restart from what is essentially a goal kick that takes place just outside of the goal area. Here's Camavinga. He sees the run of Nketiah. Nketiah looking to head it on. That's a lovely ball towards Wilson, who hits it. And the deflection makes it all too easy for Unestal. Bellerin, Opoku, Thomas Partey. He must be getting on now. If he's not a regen, I'd be very surprised. So Fuck gets it back in the right back position. Outside to Arcas. Inside to Arcas, sorry. Wilson looking for a ball over the top to Nketiah. Wins it back. Crossing game just not working out for Forest so far today. Joe Willock to Kieran Tierney. Over the top, Bukayo Saka looking for it. Worrell battling. Misses out to Saka. It's inside to Pepe. Good save. And we just about managed to survive that. Arsenal are giving us a very good account of themselves here. Ball to Nketiah. Bellerin just beating him to it. The ex-Arsenal man unable to win that particular battle. Opoku. Hector Bellerin. There is the long ball over the top once more. Camavinga is the recipient of the second ball. Joe Worrell now to Tonali. Back to Joe Worrell. Harry Wilson. To just put it into the feet of Arcas, but nicked off of him at the last second. Here's Bukayo Saka. Nicola Pepe, lovely little turn there from the Ivorian. Bukayo Saka again. Camavinga and Arcas doing a double teaming job on Reece Nelson, getting the job done. Now Frimpong, who's got bags of pace on the wing. He feels as though he's going to run into a dead end. Plays it inside to Hlošek. Nicked off his toes a little bit there. That passing hasn't been as good as it could be. There's the long ball again. Salisu wins it convincingly. Hlošek. Arcas. Harry Wilson. Back inside to Arcas. Looking for Nketiah. Oh, how's he not managed to get that a shot off at least? Brilliant pass from Arcas. Lovely movement from Nketiah, but how he didn't get a shot away, I will never know. Good defending by Arsenal. Frimpong picks the ball up, plays it to Joe Worrell, to Camavinga, Tonali now, to Harry Wilson. Hlošek to Nketiah. Arcas. Oh, it's a good save. Left-footed drive from Arcas. Was on target. But the Arsenal goalkeeper managed to get a despairing hand out to it and keep it out. It will be a corner to Nottingham Forest though. Which Harry Wilson will take. It's going to be an in-swinger on his left foot. Here's the corner from Wilson. Arcas. Hlošek off the line. And Tonali heads the ball directly into the path of Pepe. Can't get out of the attentions of Camavinga. Neither can Nelson. Camavinga doing a great job of holding the play up there. And at half-time, it's 0-0. Pretty good game the first half. Arsenal definitely giving their all. More of the ball finding its way into the possession of Arsenal. Forest have had the better of the attacking chances, but with neither team able to take advantage of their chances, it does indeed end 0-0 at half-time, and we've got to hope that the second half, at least from a finishing standpoint, is better. There's another one over the top, a little bit closer to the penalty area, that one. Camavinga. Lovely ball out to Harry Wilson. Arcas making a run. Wilson fouled there, surely. Well, I don't know exactly what the referee thought he saw there, but I figured that was a foul. The crowd aren't happy. Oh, and that's a foul. Interesting. Okay. I don't understand how that's a foul and the other one isn't. As far as I was aware, the ball wasn't even played for the earlier infraction, but there we go. Thomas Partey standing over the free kick, whips it into the area, it goes all the way through, and it'll go out for a goal kick to Nottingham Forest. This will be played out to Seyfark on the right wing. Tonali, Camavinga making a run from midfield. Couldn't quite get there. Nice idea. You could see where the pass was going. And Pepe's through here. Salisu doing a great job of pestering him for the ball. Tonali wins it back. Just couldn't get that second ball into the path of Wilson. It's Joe Willock. Out to Tierney. Looking for Pepe and finds him. Bukayo Saka now. It's too far ahead of Wilson, and Partey gratefully picks it up. Tierney inside to Saka. Worrell to Camavinga. Looks for Hlošek, finds him. Oh my goodness me, what was that from Frimpong? Well, he holds his head. He knows he's got to do a lot better than that. And Arsenal make their first change. Moi Gomez coming on for Reece Nelson. Here is Gomez. Oh, we've put it out for a corner now. I don't know what's going on. Suddenly the players seem intent on taking it across the white line. Salisu's drawn out a position here. Here's Duomo. Keep that one in, mate. Yes, there we go, Salisu. Lovely old job. Plays it into the path of Nketiah. Back to Salisu, who's playing like a winger at the moment. Into the box. Lovely cross. Couldn't find the finish, though. Well, well, well. A centre-back playing down the wing. Lovely dinked cross into the box, and Harry Wilson just couldn't find the right side of the post. Real shame there. Nketiah very nearly intercepting the ball. Hlošek doing his best to harry the ball carriers here. Frimpong back to Hlošek. Camavinga. Spread play out towards Wilson. Here's Tonali now. Into Hlošek. Looking for Arcas. Oh, he just can't quite get the ball away. Lovely move by Forest until that final ball. Camavinga. Counter-attack could be on here for Forest. Hlošek. Looking for Nketiah, can't find him. The ball comes to Partey. Here's Pepe. It's a foul, I think. Yeah, unfortunately it is. And this is feeling awfully like it's going to be a 0-0 here. We are playing using Data Pack 7 now, which does appear to have tightened up defences significantly. And for someone like me who struggles to score against superstar opposition anyway, this extra tightening of the defences has made it a lot tougher. Duomo to Tierney. Tierney will look to whip this one in if he can. That's good from Wilson. Oh, that's bad from Wilson. Arcas looking to win the ball back, can't quite do it. Tonali does win the ball. Arcas through to Nketiah. He's through and clear here. And he scores! He had no right to score at the near post there. The goalkeeper knew it was coming. But it didn't matter for our boy Eddie. He stuck it away anyway. Lovely pass from Arcas. The movement from Nketiah, superb. He knew he had to take the shot then or be closed down. Didn't have any support really, so he had to take the chance. And take it he did. The coolness under pressure of this striker is absolutely superb. Right in there at the near post. Any closer and it would have shaved some paint off of the upright. And now another change. Pizzi coming on for Duomo. And I'm going to make a couple of changes myself. And Wilson, well, pretty much the three players that you see there that are knackered, we're going to change up. So Sailmakers will come on for Wilson. Arcas can be replaced by Ihataren. And Hernandez is going to come on for the goal scorer, Eddie Nketiah. Let's see what Ihataren can do. I'm wondering whether maybe I should drop him into an attacking midfield position. It's very deep. Give it a go anyway. Get him as high up as I can. I'll do. I mean, he'll play in advanced positions anyway. Might drop Hernandez back a little bit and advance Hlošek up the pitch to a left wing forward. So it's a very unorthodox 4-4-2 formation that we're now playing. 3 changes. Hopefully this won't ruin the rhythm of the team. You can see Ihataren just playing very advanced anyway. Hernandez chasing down, doing everything he can to help the team out. Hlošek likewise closing down passing lanes. Lovely calm header from Zefak. Tonali into Ihataren. Back heel from Ihataren. Cheeky. Hlošek to Tonali. Ihataren. Tonali to Sailmakers. Zefak looks for the cross. It's behind the strikers. And now Arsenal can come away and possibly break here. Joe Willock looking for a pass. Plays it back to Gabriel, who seems to be playing at left back at this point. And, well, Kieran Tierney under pressure puts it out. And it's going to be a throw-in to Forest. And you suspect that that might very well be the last of the play here. Ihataren into Hernandez. Oh, that was a lovely pass. And so's this one. Forest have found their passing boots at last. And look at them press. Tonali on Willock. And there's the full-time whistle. It's another 1-0 win for Nottingham Forest. On the balance of things, you would say probably it was well deserved. As we watch some of the replays here, it was a very intriguing game between two sides that do like to pass the ball around. Of course, Arsenal seem to have adopted a little bit of a long ball philosophy from the back, which it's, I mean, what can we really say? It's disappointing knowing the history of that club and how they play their football. But we did see a lot of chances during this game. And the long ball did occasionally work. This one into Bukayo Saka. Pepe will be very disappointed not to have found the back of the net with that header. He did his best to try to aim it for the back post, but Nubel was able to react. This chance for Arcas on his left foot, the goalkeeper doing magnificently to keep it out. As we can see here, he was almost at full stretch. And then we'll go through and watch the Eddie Nketiah goal again after we see the Harry Wilson effort. This from a left-footed Salisu cross the centre-back Salisu, I remind you. And then here it is, the goal that separated the teams. Eddie Nketiah, maybe not as pacey as he once was, but his finishing is still absolutely deadly. And there was nothing Lunestål could do to stop that going in at his near post. Unfortunately, he probably will be criticised for that performance. He knew where the ball was going. Of course, Eddie Nketiah has finished across goalkeepers in that position before, but on this occasion he decided to go for the near post, and he made the most of it. So that was the final real chance of the game. You can see in the second half we absolutely dominated things as far as chances made. Arsenal not making a single chance in the second half. We did concede slightly more possession in that second half. We certainly didn't pass the ball around as much as Arsenal did, but we got the job done. Eddie Nketiah, man of the match. Kike Arcas also getting a 7.5, and quite frankly, for that pass, he really deserves to be up there for consideration. But it's understandable that the goal scorer and the winning goal scorer, should get the nod. I didn't feel Hernandez was on the pitch long enough, along with Selmakers and Hiataran, to get a rating, but apparently only getting a 5.5. I think that's a little bit harsh for a striker that wasn't really given much of the ball to do anything with, but there we go. I've spoken in the comments recently about my feelings about the rating system on Pro Evolution Soccer. So here is the league table, and you can see that we still have that 3-point lead against Liverpool. Arsenal, unfortunately, now dropping out of the top 6. Manchester City slipping down to 6th, and Wolverhampton climbing up to 5th place. Very tight for the European places this year. We have 25 points, 26, 27, 28, 29. And then there's the gap, the top 2 pulling away slightly, but very easy with a couple of losses for them to be reeled back in again. Goal scoring is still a little bit of an issue for us. Winning by 1 goal margins is fine as long as you can keep a clean sheet. And of course, we have somewhat managed to do so as far as that's concerned. Well, would you look at this? We have a Club World Cup coming up. I didn't realise that this was going to be the case, but of course, Champions League winners. Well, that adds to our fixture congestion, doesn't it? It's just as well that we have 2 players for every position, because we're going to need them. Next time out then, it's going to be the Champions League group stage finale against Real Madrid. Can we beat them and take top spot in the group? We'll have to find out tomorrow. Until then, thank you very much for watching. Take care. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.